The tragic death of that baby on Chicago's South Side today, the result of the city's continuing gun violence.
Elizabeth Matthews is here with the sad story of how a family on their way to the beach ended up planning a funeral. Elizabeth.
Tragedy is exactly what this is, guys. Police tell us it all started with a shooting at 77th and Kingston, where a 22-year-old man was shot and later died at a local hospital. The suspect's car fled that scene, and 3 miles away, 20 minutes later, a little boy was hit.
A family is stunned following a scene that no one could have predicted. Sources close to the family tell us the little boy and his family were standing near a bus stop at 63rd and Ellis, getting ready to hit the beach, when this car, fleeing police, jumped the curb heading towards the group. Only one was injured, 13-month-old Dillan Harris. He was rushed to University of Chicago Comer Children's Hospital, where he later died. The car with the shooting suspects inside came to a stop near an alleyway after driving through this empty lot. Dwayne Gray lives in this Woodlawn neighborhood and says too many children are dying.
I was able to sit on my porch coming up. Can't sit on no porch nowadays. Usually it's in the dark that these things happen. It don't even happen in the dark anymore. It happens in broad daylight.
The family came back to the scene of the accident in the afternoon to mourn their loss and remember Dillan. His mom and family members starting a memorial at the intersection, lighting candles, writing notes, and leaving stuffed animals near the scene. Gray says the epidemic needs to stop.
I'm fed up, as well as a lot of other people in this city. You know, I don't think it's a racial, ethnic thing. It's just done got to a point of just a universal problem that a lot of people don't want to face. It's steady hollering them, they. No, this is us. This is all of us. So until we all wake up and realize that's what's going on now, we don't want to support each other, this is going to continue to happen.
And sources tell us the 22-year-old who was shot at 77th and Kingston was Marvin Carr, known to some as a rap artist. Police tell us they do have 2 people in custody. Natalie, no charges have been filed at this time, but they could be facing first-degree murder charges for striking and killing that child.
All right, thank you, Elizabeth.
On the South Side, 13-month-old Dillan Harris killed when a car slammed into his stroller. Police saying that the crash started with a shooting. Eyewitness News reporter Michelle Gallardo joining us now with more on how this baby became a victim. Michelle?
Ravi, it's not clear whether there was an actual police chase going on at the time, but investigators say that the vehicle that fatally struck 13-month-old Dillan Harris was fleeing the scene of a drive-by shooting 3.5 miles away when the driver lost control of the vehicle, went off the street and onto the curb where little Dillan was sitting in his stroller. It was meant to be a fun family outing. Instead, the day ended up in tragedy.
There was a lot of little kids, a lot of the aunties. They just got together as a family to wait on the bus to go enjoy the evening at the beach because the kids wanted to get in the water.
13-month-old Dillan Harris was killed today when a car fleeing an earlier crime scene jumped the curb at 63rd and Ellis, striking the stroller he was in. His mother and large extended family, all standing at the bus stop, witnessed in horror as residents tried to help.
One of the women came down with a baby. I grabbed the baby for her and I told her, you know, go handle and do what you have to do. By the time we made it to the corner, they were pulling the stroller off the baby, and the baby was just in a fetal position with his butt in the air looking like it was asleep. It was sad. The mother was in the middle of the street just devastated.
Police say the chain of events that led to Dillan's death started as a result of what appears to be a gang-related fatal shooting that took place on the 7700 block of South Kingston at 1:45 this afternoon. A 22-year-old was shot and killed in that incident. The suspects are said to have fled the scene. A few minutes later, the vehicle in which they were traveling was racing down 63rd Street when the driver lost control and jumped onto the curb. Even after hitting Dillan's stroller, the car continued driving across this empty lot, where it finally stopped.
The boys had jumped out of the car right over here in the alley, and they had come down the street. Like I said, the 2 who were here, you could tell they didn't know which way to go.
Residents say they saw police arrest 2 men. Baby Dillan was rushed to Comer Children's Hospital, but doctors were unable to save him. Police confirmed that they are talking to 2 suspects, but no charges have yet been filed in connection to either the fatal shooting or to the accident that claimed Dillan's life. And there are reports that they may still be looking for a 3rd person. Police will only say that the investigation is ongoing.